Hello everybody, Dr. Matt Finke, Doctor of Chiropractic, back with you today to discuss one of my personal favorite topics, chiropractic and children. To start off today's video, I want to share with you a research study that was done back in 1989. It was published in the Journal of Chiropractic Research. A husband and wife team, Dr. Van Breda's, that did this research study. I'm going to share with you the foundation of their research in their abstract. They surveyed 200 pediatricians and 200 chiropractors. They were selected, surveyed to determine what, if any, differences were to be found in their health status of their respective children under their different healthcare models. The usable data that they attained, 35% was from chiropractors, 36% from the pediatricians responded, and that's where they get the data for the chart that I'm going to share with you today. So, just to kind of go over some of the numbers that they came up with. Under the traditional medical use, so the children that received only traditional medical care, as you could probably imagine, the pediatrician group, that was 96%. So 96% of pediatrician kids only use the traditional medical system for their health care, as opposed to the chiropractic group, which was 42%. When it came to prescription drug use, so no prescription drug use whatsoever in the pediatrician group was 70%. And for the chiropractic group, chiropractic children that never used prescription drugs was at 90%. Now that doesn't include antibiotics, which is the next category. So no antibiotic use. For the pediatrician group, children that never used any antibiotic, 12%. In the chiropractic group, those children that never used an antibiotic, 49%. Next category, allergies. So pediatrician kids that never developed any allergies, 91%. And in the chiropractic children, those children that never developed any allergies, 95%. As far as ear infections, in the study, it's labeled otitis media. That's the medical term for ear infections. But as far as ear infections, the pediatrician children that have never had an ear infection in this study was 20%. And the chiropractic kids that never had an ear infection during this study, 69%. How about tonsillitis? Inflammation of the tonsils, the pediatrician kids, no occurrences of tonsillitis, 57%. And for the chiropractic group, 74%. Last category, no instances of asthma for the pediatrician group, 95%. And for the chiropractic group, no instances of any asthma in those children, 97%. So I'm sharing these numbers with you just to summarize what the study said with their results. And again, these are two independent researchers. This is what their statement says. Our research has shown that children raised under chiropractic care are less prone to infectious processes such as otitis media, ear infections, and tonsillitis, and that their immune systems are better able to cope with allergens such as pollen, weeds, grasses, etc., compared to children that were raised under allopathic care. Now, why do I share this? I share this because children should have the right to have chiropractic care. They should have the right to be able to allow their bodies to function at full potential. Now, what interferes with that is when the nervous system, the brain, the spinal cord, the nerves get interfered with. How does that happen? Well, the first physical stress that most of us endure when we come into this world is the birth process. So when we're born, there's a lot of twisting, pulling, tugging on the upper neck, the head, just to be born. That can immediately start off a pattern of these upper spinal bones beginning to twist and getting stuck and starting to put damaging pressure on the brainstem and the nerves that come out between the skull and the first two bones of the spine. When a child learns how to walk, when they're a toddler, they start pulling themselves up to get their balance, they start learning how to walk. Think of how many times they land on their tailbone and just jam that tailbone and cause that to misalign. When they get into the childhood years, think of how many times they fell off a bike, learning how to ride a bike, jumping on the trampoline, doing backflips, landing on their neck. Any type of sporting injuries, soccer, baseball, basketball, football, any types of those physical stresses from those injuries, and God forbid, if they're ever in a car accident or anything like that, those are all physical stresses that can cause the spine to shift and misalign during childhood. Think about when kids go into school age, elementary, middle, high school. Again, you've got all the athletic injuries that can possibly cause the spine to misalign and put pressure on the nerve system. Again, there could be car accidents that children have when they learn how to drive or when they're in the car with their parents. One of the things that I see predominantly nowadays, and more so just over the past couple of months with all the homeschooling that we had to do during the COVID epidemic, is what I call tech posture. So kids that are on tablets, that are on devices, that are on laptops, they're always in the posture like this, looking down. They're always on their phones looking like this in this posture. Puts a tremendous amount of stress and strain on the neck muscles, the bones, the nerves of the neck when you're in this posture here. So all of these physical stresses can lead to the condition called subluxation, and specifically within the spine, a vertebral subluxation. When the bones of the spine, the vertebrae, shift out of their normal position, they twist and they get stuck. And when that happens, that starts to put pressure on the nerves that are exiting out here to all the cells, tissues, organs, and glands of the body. What do these nerves do? They relay information from your brain, down the spinal cord, out through them to all those parts of your body to tell them how to function. And in the same regard, every cell, tissue, organ, and gland of your body can send information back through the nerves, up the spinal cord to the brain to let it know how things are working or not working. If that's happening, if there's damaging pressure on these nerves, there is no way the body can function and heal properly, and it becomes more susceptible and prone to illness and disease. The only thing that can correct this problem is a specific chiropractic adjustment. That's when I use my bare hands and I gently make an adjustment to the spine, get these spinal bones realigned in their proper position, taking pressure off these nerves, reestablishing the communication system between the brain and the body and back. That allows the body, whether you're an adult or a child, that allows your body to function, heal at its highest levels, ensuring that you have the proper benefit of 100% optimal health. So take action today. Call our office. Get your children checked for subluxation. If you live outside of the Cincinnati area, contact me. I am happy to find a referral for you and your child to get checked for this so they have the opportunity to be as strong and as healthy as they can be. Thank you so much for watching. Please like and share this information with those that you love. Have a great day. God bless.